Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Hold on a sec. Turn that off. There we go. I don't know why that decided that it was going to go while I am on this one, but okay. It's been one of those days, guys. I'm not feeling all that fantastic, so we will be doing a fast flip through of these two wonderful books here. I have pre-recorded it and I will play it. Um, and they are the Rachel Mintz 120 Flowers coloring book for adults, as well as the 100 Landscapes coloring book. These were sent to me by Rachel Mintz as a gift to review and show on the channel. I am a affiliate for Rachel Mintz, so any of the links that I provide are affiliate links. I do have a coupon code so you can get 33% off of any purchases of either of these books or any other books on the Rachel Mintz website. If you are a member or become a member of my channel by hitting the join button below the video, you will also receive a $2 off coupon, which is a one-time only use for the Rachel Mintz website as well. So, without further ado, grab your cup of coffee, sit back. Oh, I'm telling you, it's not my day today. Another thing that we are going to complete today, before we do this swatch, I will tell you, we will be doing our 100 hugs after this, after the, why did I say swatch? I'm telling you, it's not my day today. I've had a very bad belly day, so I'm really not feeling all that great. If you have noticed, I did not update today's deal of the day or coupons. Those coupons and stuff like that are still valid, so make sure that you go through them still if you haven't already yesterday. Hopefully the things that you saw yesterday that you were hoping were still there today are still there. Like I said, unfortunately today I'm just not feeling very well, so I haven't been up very long, and I probably won't stay up very long um, with the um, disorders that I have. Sometimes I can get very, very ill very suddenly, um, and it will last for the entire day, sometimes longer, depending upon how quickly I can flush my system. So I'm going to be drinking lots and lots of water today and trying to flush out my system and remove any toxins that are making me not feel so good. It's a normal thing for me. Unfortunately, I'm used to it, but I try not to show it on camera. But every once in a while, it gets to a point where I just can't function very well. So I will do my best today. Unfortunately, there's a couple of things that I had to let slide this morning because I just wasn't feeling up to it. The coupons and the deals were the things that had to slide this morning. I am so sorry. I will go through them again tomorrow and make sure that they're up to date as long as I'm feeling up to it. All right, guys. Of course, we will go through the flip through now. This is a flip through of both books, 100 Landscapes Coloring Book by Rachel Mintz, as well as 120 Flowers Coloring Book for Adults by Rachel Mintz. We will go through that. It's about an 8-minute video that we will go through, and make sure you've got your coffee or your drink and sit back and relax. I've got it going to some music, so it should be fairly quick. And then we will do the 100 hug, which is going to be this one, which is of course our chess hug, which is the king and queen and the black and white chess pieces. All right, guys, I will be right back after the flip through. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. Both excuse me. Both are absolutely beautiful books. Like I said yesterday, while I was telling you about them and going through the 100 cute coloring pages, is they are a Shutterstock photo, and they are done by other artists that they do purchase from a Shutterstock um, company. So if you have seen those photos in other books, that is why, is because there's a lot of different coloring book companies that purchase their images from Shutterstock, and of course these images are available to other coloring book companies. Sometimes they don't tell you that. And the one thing I really enjoy about Rachel Mintz is they do tell you that. They tell you right up front on the first page that they are a Shutterstock company, which is really cool. All right, so I'm going to go on to the close up here, and we're going to start coloring the king here of the white. So we're going to start with some gray. Okay, we're going to start with some dark gray on his edges here. I do apologize if I'm not all completely there. My brain is just not functional during a flare up. Sometimes I just phase things out. I did take a look this morning after I was able to get out of bed, and did notice the poll states that you want to do the anniversary celebration tomorrow. So that is fine with me. I will do that tomorrow. I have a couple of giveaways that were donated by one of my biggest supporters, who has been a part of the channel and supported the channel from the first day the channel started. So she has given us some wonderful gifts to give away, and we'll be doing 2 giveaways of those tomorrow. The giveaways for those will be US only due to shipping restraints. I cannot guarantee that if I was to ship them across seas that they would actually get to you, so I won't ship them across seas, just because of the way that the shipping is going right now. So if you are from out of the country, I will have a giveaway for that as well, of a gift card. So hopefully you guys understand. So I'm just going through with Cool Gray 4 on the edges and the shadow areas of the king here. Oddly enough, the white chest piece here is going to have more color in it than the black chest piece, oddly enough. Because there's more shadows and grays, and where the black one will have blues and black, and that's it. Where this is going to have 2 different colors of gray and white, and those things that those colors that you don't expect to be in white, but no, they're there. Oddly enough, you look at it and you go, okay, that's not that looks better with this gray in it instead of just being straight white. if you're able to color something straight white, you do find that the adding the extra colors and adding that extra dimension is much more preferable. Okay, so I think that's the dark areas that I want to get done. Alright, now we're going to take our Ice Gray 2, which is a really light gray, and we're just going to color in different shadow areas of each block here, extending that dark gray out a little bit. That cool gray 4. Now the reason why I'm using the ice gray is because it's one of the lightest grays in the set. These are the Winsor & Newton colored pencils. And I have no idea why I felt it was necessary to start in the middle. I don't know. I did have to do a little bit of erasing. I think I missed a couple of spots, but that's okay. And I do have my paper in behind so that I'm not transferring onto the next page. Gotta get clean paper soon because this paper's kind of dirty with all the different transferences. So I had a question of what am I going to do after the 100 hugs is finished? Well, for December, I've got so much going on in December. The 100 hugs will go through November. And I've got so much in life going on in December that I will not be starting up anything new as of, a book long type of thing. So in the new year, Ashley has gifted me another wonderful book by Chris Riddell that is illustrated by Chris Riddell, and I will be doing some of those illustrations as well as reading the book on a daily basis. I may not be coloring in it on a daily basis, but I will be reading a page out of the book every day for you all. Because the pages are a lot more detailed than the pages in the Hug book. So it would take a lot longer to color them. But we may start a page and finish it the next day, or I may start a page and finish it off camera. It all depends. All depends upon how it goes and how busy things get. That's the worst thing, is you can never guarantee how busy things are going to get with color alongs and things like that. You can end up overextending yourself and then you end up getting burned out and sick, and I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that I'm here for you every day. And the stuff today is just because I ate something I shouldn't have. Don't know what it is, but obviously I ate something I shouldn't have. And that happens. I just have to flush that poison that my body is creating because I ate something I shouldn't have out of my system, which is causing pain and irritation. And it's like my son said, if you're not feeling up to it, Mom, just don't do it. But I have given you guys a schedule of things that I do, and I don't like missing days if I can help it. It's kind of like work. You are scheduled to work, and your boss is expecting you. Your coworkers are relying on you, and it's hard to call in and say, "Okay, I don't feel good." It's even harder when you're at home or working from home to say, "Okay, I have to take a break. I have to take care of me." Because it's right there. It's right there in front of you. It's waiting for you. Um, that sort of thing. But some days I can't get out of bed. And I forgot to do the top of his crown there, so I'm going to grab the cool gray 4 again. And you guys probably can't see a whole lot of this, but you know, you'll see it in the picture when I post it on Instagram. So, and of course, I am posting each and every one of these hugs on Instagram. So if you miss the video or can't watch all the way through, you can definitely see how the hug turns out on Instagram. I would rather you watch the video all the way through, but if it's not showing on the camera very well, then you can definitely see exactly how it turned out on Instagram. And I'm going to stop my complaining and my whining. I try to keep as much of my self private, but it's really hard to do um, when you have a bunch of people that really enjoy seeing you every day. All right. And when you disappear for a day, people worry. And there's nothing to worry about. It's just my issues. So I'm going back in now with the ice gray 2. I'm just going to sharpen it up a little bit. And hopefully not break the tip. I'm filling in the inside of the crown. I'm not leaving any area for white there. Extending out this part. Now this ice gray 2 is very, very light. So if you can't see it, don't worry, it is there. It's not your eyes. I'm not just, not putting anything on the page, but it is very, very light. And the reason for this is because I'm going to be going over it with white, and we want him to look as white as possible, but still have that shadow from the grays. So when you use a light color, almost the same color as your lightest color, it still gives you that shadow color. Alright, now we're going to go over it with the white. I'm going to sharpen this up. And we're just going to blend that in. covering all those areas that I didn't cover with the gray. I'm blending all those grays together. This is the top coat, this is the final color, and it's just going to smooth out all those grays and put in that white color that we want in there. Now, as you may notice, I did not color his face or his hands in skin tones because chess pieces don't have skin tones. They're usually made of marble or plastic, or in Alice in Wonderland they were made of marble, and they just don't have skin tones. I wanted to do these as realistically as possible, even though they, have a face and not quite all that realistic. So I'm just going down through here now. All right, so there is our white king done. Now we're going to do the queen, and we're going to start by coating her in the midnight blue, because we all know that either in order to get a highlight on black, you either need a blue or a gray. And since he's all gray, I'm going to use blue. He's got the grays for the shadows. I'm going to use the blue for the highlights. And I'm just going over the whole thing, just blanket coloring the whole works. And then I'll go over it with the black. So once again, this is Midnight Blue from the Winsor & Newton set. It's funny, sometimes, depending upon how I lean, I can make it feel better if I lean a certain way or I sit a certain way. Not sitting in the most comfortable position, but it is making the pain in my tummy go away. So I'm going to stay here for as long as it takes. Which makes me happy because I don't like feeling yucky. And I love doing my videos, and I don't like missing them. Because it makes me feel yucky to miss them. I think this is the bishop. I don't think it's the king, or the queen. I think it's the bishop by the looks of it. I have to look at the chess set. Pretty sure it's the bishop though. And or maybe it's the rook. No, a rook is smaller. I don't know. I'll have to look. I'm not a huge chess person. We have a chess set, but I'm not a huge chess person. My kids play it. I could never understand the rules other than the fact that you move this piece here and this piece here. I never knew why. All the chess people out there going, man. Now I'm going in with black and just filling in those black areas, making the areas of shadow stand out more. Like that. And so many little details. But even coloring something with two colors can take a while. It's kind of cool. Before, when I first started coloring, I would just grab the black pencil and just color the whole thing black. It's like, okay, why am I, you now that I've been doing this for a while, I know to vary my colors and vary my weight of my hand and everything else to get the right effect, which is really kind of cool. Sorry, I think I'm going to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze right now because I want to get this part done. Don't sneeze, don't sneeze. So I want to thank everybody for joining me for this past year. All the new people for joining me for the next year, and all that fun stuff, because I'm surprised that I've been able to maintain it for a year, um, and still have people watching and not shooing me away and telling me that I'm horrible, go away. That was my biggest fright, was complete failure. And I think I've done pretty good. I don't think I failed, which is fantastic. I think I've been able to help some people and hang out and just have some fun. That's all this channel is about, is having some fun. Okay, so now we just got her face here to do and her hand. So I'm doing her hand here. I'm going to have to sharpen this black a little bit and get into those finer details. Alright. Let's put in those shadows. Let's try not to break the pencil. I'm going to leave as much of her face in the blue tone as I can, just to make sure that you can see all of her details. Just very lightly going over it with the black and putting a deeper pressure into those shadowy areas. Same with up here. Putting that deeper pressure where that shadow is going to be. And just going over it lightly here and putting the pressure here next to the crown, extending it out. Like so. Alrighty. So I'm going down into the crown area a little bit darker. Just to make that discernation, or just to define where the crown is compared to where the top of the bishop is. And then of course down here and on the yeah, I thought it was the queen, but I'm pretty sure it's the bishop now. Just by the way that the top is here. I think the queen is a little bit different. So I think it's the bishop and little castle guy. What's his name? I don't think it's the king and the queen anymore. I think it's the bishop and the rook. No, the rook is the little horsey guy. I'm not sure. The two chess pieces. I know they're two chess pieces, but I'm pretty sure this is the bishop. That could be a pawn. I have to look at the chess set now. This could be a pawn. I'm not sure now. Alright, now I'm going to go back in with the midnight blue and just darken up those shadow areas. I'll have to ask one of my kids when they can. They'll know. I am not a chess person, can you tell? I can play checkers. I know how to play checkers. I know how to set up a chessboard. That's about it. I do not know all the names of the players. All the pieces' names. The boys would know, but so I'm just going through with this blue and darkening up those areas so it just continues that black all the way through without making it completely black. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing on her hand. and her face. And up here on the top. Now I've got more blue in some of these areas because I want it to be where the light is hitting. I'm just going to go through and just take some black and just lightly put it in, not to overcome the blue but to enhance it a little bit. In these deeper, darker areas, I'll put some pressure. Just to define those features. Like so. Alright, so there is our area, our players done. Now we've got to do the floor, and once again we're going to take our gray here and we're going to outline the white squares. Because it is a black and white checkerboard type of configuration. With that being said, what that means is it has a white square and a black square and a white square and a black square. Now we're going to go in with our cool gray or our ice gray 2. We just used cool gray 4. Now we're going in with our ice gray 2 and putting in some lighter shadows and extending out those edges a bit. And then we're going to go in with our white and we're just going to blend that all together. And down here and down here. Now we're going to go in with our midnight blue. Alright. And then we're going to go in with our black. Getting the edges quite dark. Oh. Careful not to press too hard and snap your pencil. So I snapped that one good. Too concentrated on putting pressure down. Getting the lines lines it right. And then I'm just going to go over top of the blue with a lighter hand. Filling that all in. And then the same here, going over top of that blue, filling it in, using a heavier hand at the edges and backing it off as we get into our highlight area. Going deeper into those shadow areas. And then backing it off as we get out of those shadow area. Alright. Alright, so there we have our chess pieces. I'll switch you over to the main camera here so you can see. There we have it. And this, of course, is October 29th. 2021, and this is hug number 71. And we're going to zoom you in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. And there we have it. There is our hug of the day. Of course, tomorrow's hug will be this one, which is our pirate hug. Just trying to figure out where, okay. So I'm just trying to figure out which leg goes to which pirate. And the pirate hug says, "Never love anyone who treats you like you're ordinary," by Oscar Wilde. And that is 100% true. Definitely don't ever make yourself ordinary, because ordinary's no fun at all. We're never ordinary. So there is our hug of the day. I hope you have enjoyed the hug. I hope you enjoyed the flip throughs. And I do apologize for not keeping up on the deal of the day and the coupons today. I will go through them tomorrow and make sure that they're up to date. Other than that, guys, the hug that we did yesterday, of course, is this one here, which is number 70. Today's hug is this one here, which is a chest hug, and it is number 71. So we are we're almost 3/4 of the way there. So we have a few more hugs. Not very many more hugs left in this book. And we will be all finished, an entire book of hugs. Isn't that fabulous? All right, of course, I will do a full flip through of each hug when I'm done the book. All right, guys, thank you all very much for being patient with me, for watching and hanging out and enjoying the hugs. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please make sure that you're hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, and of course, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the video or what you want to see in the future. I really enjoy seeing everybody's hugs that they are coloring on Instagram. So thank you very much for tagging me and for showing me all those hugs. I appreciate it. Until next time, which will be tomorrow during our live color and chat tomorrow morning, where we will be having a bit of a giveaway and some partying and some coloring and that sort of stuff. Until then, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Until then, bye bye for now.